I hate Panzer Dragoon. I was very very surprised. Again, this is a series that I've known about for vaguely for a very very long time now. I used to see it in like Screw Attack Top 10 videos and people talking about classic Sega games like, oh, Panzer Dragoon, that one's great. It's like Star Fox but for Sega. So of course I fucking love some Space Fox, right? So of course I was gonna check out Panzer Dragoon eventually. Again, I've been pushing for Sega to make a Sega Saturn collection for a long time, but instead they just remade Panzer Dragoon and put it on the Switch shop. So I went ahead, downloaded it, played it for about a day, and dropped it. It is complete dog shit, like complete irredeemable trash. Now I've heard that the remake is worse than the original, but I went ahead and bought like Panzer Dragoon Orta on the Xbox One as well, just to reaffirm my opinion, and I stand by it. Like Panzer Dragoon is not a good rail shooter. The enemies are too slow. Your movement is weird. Shooting things isn't satisfying. The boss fights aren't fun. Like really, the only interesting thing I liked about it is maybe the visuals, maybe the cinematics, and maybe the ability to turn like to the side and to the back and fire from all directions. Like it was like a primitive Star Fox Zero in that respect. And I do say a primitive Star Fox Zero because it's nowhere near as fluid or intuitive. Star Fox Zero did do this concept better than Panzer Dragoon. So I've heard that certain individuals on YouTube, I believe Maximilian Dude, have proclaimed Panzer Dragoon to be far superior to Star Fox in every way. I'm here to tell you that is complete bullshit. I cannot name a single Star Fox game that is worse than the original Panzer Dragoon on Switch, the remake on Switch. Again, like literally, even the ones I don't like, Assault, Command, like, I think those are better than this. Like, they have more going on. There's more that I'm nostalgic for. Like, I legitimately do want to go back and replay Command someday. And I replayed Assault again recently. Like, sure, I didn't like it, but that was, like, in comparison to, like, all the other Star Fox games, right? Like, Assault is probably my least favorite. I am just baffled by how bad this is. I am just baffled at how terrible Panzer Dragoon is. Like, it really does make me feel like, wow, Sega really had no idea what they were doing. They really were the early 90s equivalent of Sony, right? They did the same thing in which they demonized Nintendo, much more blatantly than Sony does today with their attack ads. Sega does what Nintendo... Like, Sony is a lot more subtle and like underhanded in their propaganda. Like Sega was all up in your face about it, and I think that blew up in their face eventually. Like once the Genesis days ended, maybe if they made a Sega Genesis 2, that would have kept the ball rolling. But man, these classic Sega franchises. I just like almost all of them. Like didn't like Sonic. I've played all the Sonic games, all the classic Sonic games. None of them are good. Sonic was never good. Panzer Dragoon was never good. I don't even know. Like really at this point, I almost feel like Sega's glory age is today, to be honest with you, because like Shenmue, Yakuza, what's that other one I like? Shit. What was that other Sega game I like? Oh, Bayonetta. Like, more realistically rendered characters. Like, they seem to be a lot better than that than they are with the Nintendo mascot, like, shit. And I do like Yakuza. I do really, really like Shenmue. I'm playing Shenmue for the first time right now. Prepare for a video on that coming soon. I am just... Sega is just... Classic Sega was just not that good. There's no getting around it. Couldn't compete with Nintendo. Like, when the unreleased Star Fox 2 is better than what you put out, like, you really... Sega was right to drop this series. Like, holy shit, just unbelievable. Oh, yeah, Jet Set Radio. That was the other one. I'm playing Jet Set Radio right now, too. That one's good. Damn, I want to play that right now. So yeah, Panzer Dragoon is just pure garbage, and I really want this.
About classic games because I've heard so much shit about Panzer Dragoon over the years, like how good it was, and Sega really pushed the bar with this one. No, like they just took what Nintendo was doing with Star Fox and made their own derivative ripoff with a dragon. Like that's it. That's all they've ever done. Like Sonic was that with Mario. You know what I mean? Like I would be shocked if Sakura Wars was influenced by Fire Emblem in some way. It just, I mean, there's being influenced by something. Like I'm influenced by these things, right? But then there's like straight up not doing them as well, just ripping them off wholesale. And like I think that's what Sega did for 90% of their career. Like outside the arcades, in the home consoles, like they were just ripping off what other companies, Nintendo, were doing better. And I think Panzer Dragoon is a relic of that bygone era.